This was supposed to be my year. Idealism is best cultivated at 3 a.m. in a bedroom with someone slurring that they are going to take the reins back. It takes getting out of the fucking grove to realize that this wasn't going to be anyone's year. Talk about foreshadowing. In January, I was shadowboxing the concept of recovery, and I'm still wrestling with it, even now. Kafka's metamorphosis bit me in the ankle and turned me into a moth that can't be bothered to come out of its cocoon. I hate everyone, and it's too cozy to move my hands, which are, unfortunately, always cold. There's no joy and pleasure, only minute-long guilt that lasts longer than I did. My taste changed in stark opposition, like a finger snap wiped out everyone from the population, and now I'm stuck 1,000 miles away from Adam, Eve, Manu, and Shatarupa, and my hinge is set to 5 kilometers. I've seen everything here and it sucks. I've seen everything here and I want to go home. I've seen everything here, which means I've seen enough, which means I long to see no longer. But look at that. Everyone's thinking the exact same thing. This year made me believe in the celibacy crisis that's plaguing the youth. I sit somewhere between Pope and nun, but they're secretly in a polycule and I'm openly an idiot. I'm starting to believe that ignorance really is bliss. Beyond the driveway, I simultaneously envy and disagree with people who go on about like everything is normal. Sometimes it feels like I'm the schizophrenic man running around and warning everyone of the end of the 21st century. You study history enough and you start getting really good at spotting the downfall of society. But this? It's not glamorous like the Egyptians or Mesopotamians going out in style in what must have been the most epic celebrations. This is like the dinosaur fish in the ocean when the asteroid struck and boiled them all. It's silly. We never really stood a chance because we had no fucking legs to stand on. And maybe if I drown myself in information, I can mash up the present and the past and find some solace in whatever pattern emerges. We really are living in the Matrix because somewhere along the second movie, the writer completely lost the fucking plot. I try not to think about all the things I didn't achieve this year. I made a vision board, which I'm fully convinced hexed me, because what are the odds that everything I planned out didn't go according to plan? Instead, I quantify my losses and tattoos I could have gotten if everything wasn't so fucking shite, or the fact that every Tuesday I'm torn between picking up or grocery shopping. A full stomach doesn't mean much when you have IBS, because you'll end up paying twice for every meal you eat anyways. Speaking of meals, I haven't had sushi in ages. The thought alone could bring me to tears on bad days, but the reality of not being able to afford raw fish, that's just too hard to swallow. I cleared out my camera roll and realized how low my self-confidence had gotten. Pictures of bugs and screenshots of movies I'll never get around to watching. I could probably count on one hand the times I looked remotely presentable this year, and there's still time doesn't work as a band-aid for the gash anymore. I've got 30-ish days left to glow up, except that doesn't matter when you hate being perceived. I can't tell interviewers and people I go on dates with that if I had a magic power, it would be the ability to make everyone and everything forget that I exist. There's no expectation that way. No weight. No worry. This is as good as a time as any to segue into how surveillance is an absolute bitch to mentally ill folks. Nothing makes me want to crash out like standing at a checkout coming face to face with my reflection as my card gets declined for blueberries and discount brand multivitamins. Big Brother knows I'm gritting my teeth under my hoodie. Big Brother knows the face I make when I poo. Big Brother sees me more than the neighborhood's cats do. He's watched me walk down this shoddy high street 70 times from all angles. Big Brother isn't my biological brother, and God, I hate him like he's threatening my inheritance, but he threatens a lot more than that. Often, I am the schizophrenic man running around warning everyone of the end of the 21st century. They don't listen. This year showed me that even if half the world was on fire and we saw the figures of Pompeii in crisp HD, no one would listen. No one would care. This year showed me that I'm relatively closer to poverty than to my relatives. This year showed me that no one stops for a crying man. Actually, you could bawl your eyes out as loud as possible, but if you're ugly, forget about it. This year I felt how easy it was to slip through the cracks. I learned that a degree from a Brussels sprouts university doesn't guarantee you a thing. This year showed me that beggars do have a choice, but everyone just treats them like they don't. This year taught me that there is no civilized West, only powerful media outlets. This year, I ran out of tears to cry, although often I wish I could. To the countless people brave enough to ask, I wish I could help. I am so sorry. I haven't got £2 on me. I lost my wallet on the 205. I lost my will in the Shard. I lost the time in the Thames. 2024, killer year.